All right, so my first YouTube video. Um, Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Life of P-Flo, episode 1. It's taken me quite a while to do this. I've been thinking about doing a vlog probably for about a month now. Um, so I finally got around to doing it. And basically, the purpose of this channel or this vlog, whatever you want to call it, is a creative outlet for me. So at this point in my life, I felt like I needed to do something creative. I don't really have any creative hobbies or anything like that. So this is sort of a creative outlet to really document my life as I go through this journey of achieving my goals and dreams. So simple as that, and my goals and dreams really revolve around three main areas. One is health, business and entrepreneurship, and just self development, self improvement. So um, you know, I just felt it would have been a shame if I don't document or journal in some way all the things that have happened or will happen in my life. Um, I feel I live in a pretty unique situation. I live in the island here with my wife and my dog um, on a small island in the Philippines called Boracay. You know, it's really a beach tourist destination, and we quit our corporate jobs 2 years ago and moved to this island to open a business. So it's been quite a journey, and I wish I was started documenting from the beginning. I would have had a lot of interesting content, but it's never too late. And then there's a lot more interesting things to come for sure. So starting it now, started 2019, I guess, sort of one of my New Year's resolutions. And really, again, it's a personal vlog, a creative outlet. It's going to start off this way, anyways. But if there's other people that stumble across this channel, first of all, welcome. And hopefully you might be able to learn a few things. And if so, perfect. So again, three areas: health, business, entrepreneurship, self-development. So when it comes to health, my main goal in this area that I've decided, the goal that I really want to reach, the big goal I want to reach, is to dunk a basketball before I turn the age of 40. So I am 34. I'll be turning 35 this year in September. So I have some time, but definitely it is a very big goal. Physically, fitness-wise, I got a long way to go to be able to achieve dunking a basketball on a 10-foot rim. Why I picked this goal? It's as a basketball fan, as someone who likes playing basketball, it's always been a dream ever since high school. So back when I was probably 17, 18, that's probably the highest that I started jumping, probably, all the way to my mid 20s. But the highest I ever got was dunking a volleyball on a 10-foot net. So I know I've gotten up before. I know I can still do it. I just need to get it back. So and I know I can go higher. So that's going to be my goal, dunking a basketball on a 10-foot rim, and I'll be documenting my workouts, my vertical training workouts, my weight training, diet, talking in etc. And I follow a lot of people on YouTube that have gone through dunk journeys, and they're very inspiring. So thank you to all those YouTube channels that I watch. There's a lot of them. One in particular that I'd like to mention is Steven Selly. It's Steven Dunks. His is very motivating for me, mainly because we're the same height. So I'm about 5'9". I believe he's 5'10". But seeing someone who's in same height as you, able to get up and dunk, for me that makes it more relevant for me. For me, that just sees that it is something that I can achieve. And And another reason why I like this goal is because it just will help me improve in all areas of my athleticism. Even becoming a better basketball player. Physically, it'll affect the rest of my body as I go through my training. So it's a big goal to reach, but it's just going to improve my overall health and fitness anyway. So and it makes it a little fun too, and I have a good purpose when I go to the gym, because usually that's what I've always struggled with, staying and going to the gym consistently. I've never really had a goal. I'd usually train because I was playing a sport, or I trained to hit a certain weight. But for me, it's not that exciting. But this dunking a basketball, I think that's really gonna keep me going, and hopefully I achieve it sooner than 40. But we'll see. So stay tuned for that. The second area is just going to be, documenting my learning and all the experiences that I'm going through when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. So, as I mentioned, moved to Boracay here in the Philippines about coming 3 years now, with my wife and our dog. We left the corporate world. I was living and working in Singapore prior. Was where I met my wife, and I was working in HR and recruitment. So I was there for about 4 years. Very corporate setting, and the usual story was just sort of getting tired of the rat race. And I've always wanted to do my own business. I did business in university. Ever since graduating, I knew that I just wanted to one day have my own business. So as I started working, as I started climbing the corporate ladder, that entrepreneurship itch was just kept scratching at me. And so me and my wife, who was sort of basically on the same page as me, we decided to quit our corporate jobs, very good corporate jobs in Singapore. So gave up quite a bit to take a big risk and move to an island, a beautiful island called Boracay, to open up a restaurant. So something completely different to what we were doing. Personally, never really had any experience, working in a restaurant, and we opened up. I would say quite a successful restaurant so far. It's been open coming 2 years now, and we're #1 restaurant on TripAdvisor for the island, which I find a big achievement. It's the #1 tourist destination in the Philippines. So to be a top ranked restaurant on TripAdvisor in a destination like this, when there's a lot of other great establishments here, has been such a blessing. But it wasn't easy, and we've learned a lot along the way. And my main goal when it comes to business and entrepreneurship is really, my wife and I were really working towards building an empire and really achieving our main goal, which is really time and financial freedom. So, we really want to build businesses and build them up to a point where we have strong teams running them. We're relatively hands off, which will then give us hopefully financial freedom and time freedom, to really just travel the world. Our family is scattered all over the place, so be able to visit them whenever we want. I'm originally from Canada. I am Filipino, but born and raised in Canada, so all my family's back in Canada. My wife was born in South Africa, but grew up in New Zealand. Her family's now in Australia. So, opposite ends of the world, and we would love to be able to just go and visit friends and family whenever we can. And I haven't been back to Canada for probably about 3 years now. So that's what we're working towards. That's what our goal will be when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. So, potentially very interesting space here to stay tuned for. We'll be documenting all our learnings, all the opportunities that come our way, how we're going to be evaluating them, and as we try to expand, which, how we're going to, make all these decisions moving forward. So a lot of learnings, a lot of experience that's going to come our way. So personally, I feel it's going to be very beneficial to document this. And of course, if anyone stumbles across this channel, and if you're interested in business and entrepreneurship, especially in the restaurant space or any other space, love to, connect and share learnings. So that's the business and entrepreneurship aspect. And then the final area is just going to be about, basically self-development. I'm married, no kids yet, but I have a dog. And really just wanting to be, the best version of myself for my family, for my wife, for my friends. Life has changed drastically for me over the years, and there's a lot of things I've learned about myself going through this journey, and there's a lot more that I know, a lot more areas of myself that I know I need to improve on. So, going to be talking about self-improvement. Mindfulness is a big thing I've been sort of getting into, and just life in general, and all the learnings that I'll come across. I try to do a lot of reading in this space, so I'll share all those learnings on this channel, both again personal reasons, but of course would love to see if anyone finds this interesting, and see if anyone would learn something from this. So that's that. I'll obviously go into depth later as I touch on these areas more and more as we go on. I'll try to record and upload videos as often as I can. Again, I just want to go back to the business side. For anyone that might be watching this, a restaurant here in Boracay is called Nonie's. Definitely give us a follow at Nonie's Boracay on Facebook and Instagram. I'll write it in the notes at the bottom. But that's our baby. That's the restaurant that we started with, and our strategy and plans moving forward are going to be for Nonie's. We do have other things planned that are outside of Nonie's, but that's the main focus right now. We also started a small business at this point, which was in our previous work profession, which is recruitment. So me and my wife previously we were in recruitment. And a few months ago, we had an opportunity to start a recruitment firm to help other companies find talent. So we started that mainly based in Manila. So most of our clients are there. We do a lot of the work remotely here in the Philippines, here in Boracay, sorry. But if you want to check that out, it's amplifiedrecruitment.com.ph. I'll also put a link at the bottom. So yeah, sorry, just forgot to mention that when I was talking about business and entrepreneurship, just to again put things into context for you. So yeah, that's the end of this first YouTube video. If you stumbled across this channel and you watched this whole video, thanks for staying until the end. I'll leave it here, and stay tuned for the next one.